Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hello and welcome back to the Red Lasered Water Guy show. Okay, Joe Blanton here, also known as the Red Laser Guy, and the red laser is my favorite tool to help people raise their vibration so that their body can heal itself naturally. Because the body has to do the healing. There is no alternative there. Drugs don't heal, doctors don't heal, surgery doesn't heal. As a matter of fact, the body has to recover from those to finish healing what the original problem was. So, we're in kind of a loop here, or a downward spiral that's not working well. So we're all about the natural ways of raising your vibration. And go ahead and get started here. Okay. So again, the red laser water guy. The red laser replicates sunshine. And because we've added 1,635 additional frequencies to the red laser, the regular red laser has 10 frequencies. We've added 1,635. So we're read through infrared. And the frequencies we added are optimal wellness frequencies from the infrared spectrum from sunshine. It's really powerful, okay? And we go through clothing. Distance doesn't make any difference. I've used it remotely as far as Australia and England both. So I've used it across both oceans. And so we're here to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself naturally is the bottom line. If you want to get hold of me, Joe S. Blanton, you can email me at joe@theredlaserguy.com. I've got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@theredlaserguy. And the simplest way to get to my website, where it's a corporate website where you can make purchases and see more videos and stuff, also is redlaserguy.com. Best way to get a hold of me is 469-766-5511. Text me or call me. I'm still old school. Just as soon, talk to somebody and answer their questions. Sometimes it takes longer doing it that way. But, it's connecting with people. So we're all about self-care for self-healing. And the reason we're so effective is everything is energy. Everything is energy. And my favorite way to start that out is with Nikola Tesla. If you want to find the secrets to the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Well, if you want to find the secrets to your health, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. If you want to find the answer to your wealth or lack of wealth, it's all about energy, frequency, and vibration. It doesn't change no matter what the topic, what the subject. The vibration you're putting out is what you're bringing back to you. Okay, it's all about the law of attraction, which is what I put in the paragraph here. The law of attraction is based on energy, frequency, and vibration, which are what our lasers have in them to raise your vibration to where you're attracting. It puts you in a better attitude, gets you out of some pain, some stiffness goes away. It starts to build your immune system every time you use it. So it's optimal wellness frequencies that we're using to help you, help yourself, help your body heal itself. And it's up to you. It's your choice. Everything is a choice, okay? And so every frequency has a vibration. And that vibration is either coherent, which means the body understands it, it's helpful to the body, or it's incoherent, which means the body doesn't understand it. And really simplify that, if it's made by nature, the body understands it. If it's made by man, the body doesn't understand it as well, because man has to use fillers and glues and stuff to create what they're calling supplements and food and antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. So those all have a certain amount of, if not all, incoherent frequencies that are harmful to the body. It's like if you eat margarine. Margarine is one molecule away from plastic. The body has to take more energy to get it out of your body than it brought into the body. If you eat a pineapple or a peach or something like that, and it's not GMO, then it adds energy to your body. And so that's the difference there. And so energy is important. And it's all about, there's no exception to that either. Okay. It's where you're vibrating that determines your health. A healthy muscle vibrates at a specific frequency. If it's hurting, it's vibrating lower than that. We infuse the optimal wellness frequency into that area. The body gives you 30 to 35% more life force energy in 30 seconds because the mitochondria are triggered, and it produces 30 to 35% more ATP, which is our life force energy. That happens in 30 seconds. And then the next 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, it's separating all your red blood cells into free flowing because it changes the polarity in the blood to more negative. And then the red blood cells push themselves apart. That gives you better microcirculation. And when better microcirculation brings oxygen into an area, pain dissipates, because pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. Okay. So when free flowing blood goes through the lungs, it picks up more oxygen and gives up more toxins because the whole red blood cells involved, exposed. So that's how simple it is to get healthier. And, depending on where you're starting out, but still nobody else can do it for you. Your health is determined by the invisible frequency you're vibrating. It's just that simple. Okay, and here's a young lady that came into an expo I did about 3 weeks ago now, up in San Francisco. It's talking about true age reversal. That's what we have here is we have frequencies that can help the body regenerate itself and transforming aging from within with our innovative organic age reversal system. Okay, we call it ORS. And so it's cutting edge. It's a holistic approach, goes beyond skin deep, nurturing the whole body. So Bo here came in to the conference, and I'll let her tell you her story. Here we are at the expo with Kim, and she just got some great results with the red laser. So I'll let her tell you about it.
I had a neck and shoulder pain that was excruciating for 3 months. It went on for weeks, and I tried everything to get rid of it. Massage, lotions, aspirins, every kind of thing you could do. And I was clumped over with it. I mean, I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't turn my head in the car. And I came to Joe's booth and I tried the red laser, and he did a couple of minutes of work on me, and the pain was gone. I couldn't believe it. This thing is amazing. And I haven't had any pain since last night, no pain. Came back to the expo today, no pain. And I wanted to buy one. I got to carry this with me always. This is amazing. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for the red laser. All right. Here we are. Yep, that's the way it works. That's why I'm still doing it 15, almost 16 years later, is people get results in seconds and minutes. And so that's, again, why I love it. It's not about if it works. It's about, experiencing that it does work. So it's not something you got to buy and use for 3 months, like a supplement or something, to see if it's going to make a difference. It makes a difference right away. And even if you don't have any pain or anything, it's still giving you more life force energy, better microcirculation, more oxygen, and more detoxing. Those are the 4 things the body needs to stay healthy or to regain health. Okay. And you got to stay hydrated at the same time. You got to have enough unprocessed sea salt at the same time. There's a formula to staying healthy. And we won't go there. We'll use that another show. Here we are at the expo. Okay. So The other thing it can raise your vibration is, I got a series of things here that can help you raise your vibration. So one of them is get more sunlight every morning. Sunlight's fire, okay, in the Oriental traditions. Sun gazing in the morning, first 30 minutes or so, really resets your circadian rhythm clocks. Not just, I mean, there's a main one for the body, and then the organs have their own clock. And so it's really valuable to get up and get some sunshine. Okay. And if you can walk at the same time and look into the horizon, into the sun, you're getting some exercise too. If you're barefooted, now you're grounded, and that gives you even more electrons, because every photon and the electron, or the sun gives up electrons to the body, and so does grounding. You can go into a forest and hug a tree and you'll get negative electrons, and we need those. Every photon in the laser beam of our red and infrared laser gives up an electron energetically into the body, just like the sun does. So the second way is spend some time barefooted in nature. That helps ground you, gives you free electrons. Full breath of air, consciously breathing. Most people in our society they live on a fear. There's more fear and anger in our society than ever before. And when you're fearful or angry, you breathe shallowly. And when people go into fight or flight, they don't breathe at all. Okay, they're too busy getting away from the tiger that's not there. And they breathe into the upper part of the lungs, and the exchange of oxygen and toxins takes place in the bottom of the lungs. So you want to practice diaphragmatic breathing, where you're actually pushing your stomach out and not raising your shoulders. If you take a deep breath and you raise your shoulders, you're breathing shallow, and it's not healthy. Okay, it'll keep you alive but not living, or it'll keep you living but not alive. You can run that one either way. Purify and charge your water with intention. Okay, water, every function in the body requires water. And the more pure your water is, and structured and microclustered, the healthier your body's going to be. Okay, so at least purify your water. The last thing you want to do is drink tap water. We laser our water with the red laser. It neutralizes the toxins in the water, adds 30 to 35% more life force energy into the water, and makes the water wetter. 95% of the people can taste the difference after lasering their water for 30 seconds, either taste or texture, or both. Okay. And then remember to smile a lot. I got a saying, always be smiling, because a smile lights up your face. A smile cools off your head. A smile warms your heart. A smile raises your vibration as if you were on vacation. And again, it's up to you to raise your own vibration. Nobody else can do it for you. And that may mean not spending as much time with certain people. If you're around people that make you feel worse when you're around them, it's a good idea to spend less time with them. Not that they're not bad people, they're just not vibrating where you want to go. You want to find people who are have the similar goals, similar attitudes, similar desires, and run with that crowd. But if somebody makes you feel bad or not energized, then you might want to look at spending less time with them. Go on vacation, smile, and take off. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit. We covered last week our basic pendants, and our basic pendants are semi-precious stones with infused human blueprint frequencies that bring the body's energetic balance higher, in more resonance. Resonance is the point of least resistance, or the point of most communication. And what it helps you do is bring your body into resonance with your biofield. And so your biofield and your body are connecting better. And I just remembered I had some questions that didn't get answered last week. So let me go over those. We have quite a few. It says, why do we lose energy as we get older? Okay. We lose energy. Normally, the first step is dehydration, not Drinking enough water, because every function of the body takes water. Not moving enough. We weren't meant to be couch potatoes. Exposed to too much blue light. That's why I have these glasses on, which I don't like, but they block the blue light for me. Okay, blue light is causing people to be overweight and really kind of dumbing people down, I guess is as good a way of saying it as any. So that's why we get older or get lose energy, is our body's not functioning as well because we're not giving it the nutrition it needs, the hydration it needs, and getting rid of the toxins. There's only two reasons you get sick. One is not enough nutrition. The other one is too many toxins. Water is in the nutrition side. Okay, it also takes water to flush the toxins out of the body, but you got to eat food that is coherent, as close to nature as you can and get it, and then eat foods that's in season for you. Get plenty of sunshine. If you get a good tan, you're going to be healthier because you're going to have more sunshine. And so it's just really that simple. So how do you know which you are doing, raising or lowering your vibration? With every thought, you're raising or lowering your vibration. Every thought, every moment. Nobody else can do that for you. If you're feeling worse, you're lowering your vibration. If you're all slumped over and looking down all the time and, playing with your cell phone and staring into that blue light, you're going to feel worse. If you stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, look at the horizon and smile real big, you're going to feel better. And it happens at the speed of light because our body works at the speed of light, just like our frequencies do and our pendants and on lasers and everything. So you're the only one responsible for it. So how long will this deal be ongoing? Okay, we have a first-time customer special where you can get the laser, one of our basic pendants, and 4 of our lotions for $299. Normally the laser is $299. And that's an ongoing, it's not a special that's got a limit on it. It's an ongoing first-time customer special. So that's always available, as it stands right now. I mean, the company is always subject to change things, but says, where can we get a demonstration in person of these products? Well, if you're in Las Vegas, I can give you a demonstration. Okay, in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I'll be up in San Francisco, actually San Rafael, at a booth up there. So I move around the country some, so just get a hold of me and I can let you know how close somebody is, or if there's anybody close. We're a fairly small company. So do you drink, next one was, what is meant by fast aid? Fast aid is using our red laser, our ionizers, violet laser, pendants, etc., lotions on a brand new injury. If you start, which I don't have the slides in here now, but I did 2 weeks ago. Fast aid heals the body in less than a third of the time, because as soon as you hit, like if you cut yourself, twist an ankle, have a contusion, or you're just stressed out, you're limiting the blood supply. But when you cut yourself, you lower the frequency dramatically quickly, and that's where the trauma comes from. So when you get on you shine a red laser on a brand new injury like that, it takes the trauma out of the injury in about 45 seconds. So the pain's gone, and the urgency's gone. It'll stop the bleeding in a third of the time, and then it'll heal in a third of the time with little or no scar. And I cut the bottom of my foot. I've got those in one of my other presentations. You can probably see it on my YouTube channel or on the channel here where we're doing the show. So that's fast aid. Remember your dreams. Drink. Oh, I talked about, if you have a headache, drink a glass of water, drink 60 ounces of water, 12 ounces of water, because most headaches initially start from dehydration. Most back pain starts from dehydration, because water is the only thing that lubricates your body. Water is what it takes to get the toxins out of your body. Water is what it takes to get the nutrition into your cells. And so, the body needs water, not coffee, not tea, not, a lot of those are diuretic, and you end up peeing out more than you brought in. And so you end up with a deficit. So, did you learn all the breathing stuff in school or somewhere else? You don't learn anything about getting healthy in school. You don't learn anything about good financing and how to balance a checkbook in school. So no, it was all done through other people's workshops and attending. I attended one of Tony Robbins' events 20 years ago or more. And then I've been to a lot of experiential workshops, leadership out in the mountains, fire walks, board breaks. I actually facilitated it for several years. And it's life-changing for people when they do that. Do we need the red or the green laser? The red is the muscular skeletal body, so it's like the go-to initially. The green is for internal organ systems of the body. So if you've got internal organ system problems, you can use the green laser in your navel and give yourself a tune-up. I do about 3 minutes in the morning in my late navel, just to kind of give myself a tune-up. I want to stay vibrating high. I don't want to have to recover from anything. Okay. Are you the owner of the company? No, I'm a 10% owner, but Rick Bergen is the one that created the whole science and everything behind it. He's the one that infuses the frequencies into the products. And it's all done through intention. There's no electricity used in any of our products. So, and then the laser, some people want to say, well, the laser's got, electricity in it, but it's DC electric. DC is how our body communicates, direct current. And you need direct current. The more direct current you have or can generate in your own body, the more you can regenerate your body. 60 cycles back in about 1893 or something like that was the first electricity created that started harming our body. The reason it does, it's 60 cycles. It's going back and forth. So you got electrons going one way and then electrons going the other way, back and forth. And the higher the frequency, the faster that happens. And so the direct current, like we have 2 AAA batteries in our laser, the current's all going one direction. That's why the laser is coherent light. It's a light that the body understands, where LEDs are actually an incoherent light. The body doesn't, there's a certain amount of static in the information in an LED. So, did you say the pendant can get the body back in alignment? Yes. Yeah, we've got a slide. I think it's on in here a little bit farther. A slide that shows the difference pendant made in 90 seconds in the circulation in somebody's neck, because all of our products work at the speed of light and our body works at the speed of light. So it doesn't take, a long time to get a result that's positive. Let's see, do you have to be up against, does the pendant have to be up against the skin or in a pocket? It can be in a pocket. People wear it in their pocket. Some women wear one in their bra if it doesn't match their outfit, stuff like that. Or you can hang it around the neck. I like to have mine around the neck and hang it over my heart area. So, but again, that's just me. Feels good. Yeah, do you have, does the package, oh, yeah, we were starting to talk about the intention disc, and the intention disc is in one of our packages, or it can be bought as a standalone. That's what we're asking, is if it can be bought as a standalone. Okay, so Now then, we're back to the basic pendants. And the basic pendants are about bringing the body back into balance. We've added parasympathetic muscle frequencies to our 3 basic pendants. So it helps bring the body out of fight or flight into relax and heal. It relaxes the muscles, the body comes back into alignment on its own. We can level someone's hips with the red and infrared laser in about 45 seconds without ever touching them. Because, again, at the speed of light, we relax the muscles and then the body comes back into alignment on its own. So it's a totally different approach than using force to align the spine, because the tension, the stiffness, the stress is still in the muscles. And so we take the stress out of the muscles, they relax, body comes back into alignment on its own. So the gemstones are hematite, tiger's eye, or opalite. And so the hematite is a shiny black donut-like. The opalite's a rectangular shape, and it's kind of a pearl. It's an opal. It's like an opal look to it. And then the tiger's eye is brown and light brown, dark brown. Sometimes it's got some black in it too. So the pendants can either be worn as a necklace or placed in the pocket of the clothing to receive the full range of benefits. So, and you can put, I think it's the green adventurine is healthy for the eyes. You can put it over the eyes, for a few minutes, stuff like that. So it balances the energetic body, speeds cellular communication for wellness, reduces stress, protects from EMF protection, and increases energy, eases discomfort, increases focus and clarity, and then can bring deep and restful sleep. And the basic pendants have been upgraded with specific additional new frequencies. Every time, Rick's always looking to upgrade our products. And so the beauty is, if you bought a pendant from us 10 years ago, and he upgrades it this year, you get the upgrade also. It's quantum physics and quantum, along with 0 point techniques. Pretty fascinating because it's all done through intention, and which is how I work on people remotely in other countries like Australia and England and across the United States. It's all done energetically through intention and permissions. So enhance the ability to enjoy life, more energy to achieve more. Anybody want more energy? Okay. Anybody want to achieve more? Enjoying life's what it's all about. I've been self-employed my whole life after I got out of the Air Force. I went to high school into the Air Force, got out of the Air Force 4 years later, and started my own business. I'm an entrepreneur, from the word go. And my freedom is important to me. And if something if I'm not having fun doing it, I shut the business down. I start another business. I make some changes until I'm having fun again. It's just really that simple. You want to be having fun. So you want to figure out what you love to do and then how to monetize it. Okay. Not always easy, but it can be done. It's proven over and over. But if you're going to a job that you hate, job stands for just over broke or juggling our bills. If you're going there, you're really lowering your vibration big time and stressing yourself out. And again, most stress is inside out. There's other stresses. There's EMF stress. There's chemical stresses and stuff like that compound it. Enhance the ability to enjoy life, more energy, and achieve more. Many of the Pure Vibrance products already have frequencies that tend to help with feeling good and being in a healthy state of flow. These additional frequencies and information, frequencies carry information. The information is what helps create that frequency, along with the quantum field and everything. So, it can help with emotional wellness also, because even though most people's symptoms show up physically, they say over 80% of people's cause is the stuck emotions that they haven't turned loose of, holding on to the past. I took the rearview mirror out decades ago. I look back only for the good times and smile a little bit more, but I let go of everything else. And I've been healthier ever since. So this is what I was talking about, showing how the circulation changes. This is one of our basic pendants, and it's a spinal thermography scan. We were in an expo, and a chiropractor was beside us, and he was kind of making fun of our pendants and stuff. So we had him get he was running these spinal thermography scans to show people the stress in their neck and their back. And of course, where the thermography scan senses temperature, the more circulation you got, the warmer it is. And where it's green shows you've got some circulation, there's some warmth there. But where it's red, there's no circulation there, or almost none. And that's called stress. All right. And so we put one of our pendants on, and 90 seconds later ran that scan again. And that was after applying the appendant. So you can see how much stress we took out, how much more green there is, and yellow and orange. And there's only one red bar now. So that's how much we relaxed that person, took them out of fight or flight into relax and heal in about 90 seconds. And so that's the power of what we have. Okay. Next, we have an intention disc, which we covered a little bit on last week. And it's a rose quartz semi-precious stone with frequencies in it that help clear cellular memory, emotional memory, or like in water, it'll clear the memory of wherever the water's been. If you open your tap, it's been sitting in all kinds of different conditions in the water pipes and exposed to all sorts of harmful frequencies. And so we use this to clear, those frequencies. We also use it as part of our emotional clearing set, to where we have a lady in Pennsylvania that does an emotional clearing workshop worldwide, first Wednesday, I think it is, of each month. And she uses these tools to help do that. So it clears toxic waveforms from food, liquid, and personal care products. So if you're using cosmetics, hover it over the cosmetics for like 30 seconds and clear the toxic EMF from that. Okay, it helps neutralize it, so it's not going to harm the body as much. It clears active memory of emotional trauma stored in cell memory. The intention disc also uses sacred geometry to accomplish its clearing through the continuous right-hand spin of the disc. So we can wear it as a necklace. It's a little heavy for a necklace, but you can do that. I carry mine in my back pocket. And then you can put it in clothing. It's got to get the full range of benefits. So the intention disc, again, human blueprint frequencies, and helps the body communicate cell to cell. Often the incoherent frequencies of stress from outside influence can be stored in the body. That's like, think about it. Where do you hold your stress? A lot of people hold their stress in their neck, and you're restricting the circulation when you do that. It's not a good thing. It's where you get older quicker. The human blueprint frequencies in the intention disc help neutralize and balance our systems through the energetic detoxification. We've got to get the toxins out of our body. It's just really that simple. So again, clears toxic waveform in food. And we think we've covered most of this. Minimizes the effects of stress. Helps dissolve dysfunctional belief systems. Again, part of the emotional clearing set is dissolving dysfunctional belief system, because your BS is what's holding you where you are. And we all have our BS, okay, belief systems, but it's real close to that other BS. So we got to get those out of our body. So it brings emotional balance and calms and panic attacks, facilitates spiritual growth and intuitive abilities, encourages rational thought and objectivity, enhances self-esteem, self-acceptance, and trust in others, helps with disorders of the throat, vocal cords, larynx, and helps with hoarseness. So, and you can actually, if you have any odors, you can actually breathe through the center of the intention disc and the odor will go away. It's pretty fascinating. So this is the intention disc. We use the BioWell, or the original was the gas discharge visualization camera out of Russia. The new version is called the BioWell. But we measure everything energetically also. And so this is an energetic test showing the energy centers of the body, the chakras, and the size of them and their alignment. So when you're healthy, they're all in the same size and they're all straight up and down in alignment. And then it shows it in a graphical state on the right hand or the right side of that. So then we use the intention disc, and this is what we have. So everything came back into alignment except the third chakra, and they're pretty close to the same size. And you can see that it leveled out on the right hand side. That doesn't have the ups and downs that it did on the first one. So this is before, and this is after. I have to redo that slide. So you can see the comparison there now. And then this is another one where it measures the internal organ systems of the body and how much resonance there is, how much good communication, how there is between the two. And so again, this is before, and the RMS was a negative 0.16 on the left and a negative 0.18 on the right. And then we used the intention disc, and it went to negative 0.22 and negative 0.04. So in one set of organs, it went up a little bit, and the other one went down dramatically. So, and again, it's about bringing the organs and our whole body into a balance where the cells are communicating better, and the blood circulation, energy, body's working more like it's supposed to. So again, here's the before using the intention disc on another person, and then here's the after, and it went from the 0.16. It looks like it's the same test. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through and straighten this PowerPoint out. So this is the intention disc, and this is the biofield I was talking about. So this is the person before, and you can see that it's jagged. It's got some holes in it, little holes. This is not bad at all, really. Person's 80% coherent, so to speak. And then we put the intention disc. We used it, and they went to 94% coherence. So the body and the biofield are communicating better, and the biofield is what creates us. Those are the frequencies. It's like a cocoon, and it's creating us. And so we definitely want to stay in balance there. So the intention disc suggested use is the emotional and physical balance of the body. Hold intention disc in the palm of your hand and clear your mind from all negative thoughts. Hold the disc until you feel a release from your body, and that could be a sigh, a yawn, or achieve a peaceful state of mind. Repeat daily as many times as you want, and maintain optimal balance and achieve a sense of well-being. So hold the intention disc in the palm of your hand. We're going to pass that one by. So here we are back to the basic pendants and the intention disc together. So this is the opalite pendant, where we're measuring the alignment of the energy centers, and you can see on the right they're really up and down a lot. This is before, and then this is after. The opalite's one of our strongest pendants. It's also the most popular. More people choose it than the other two. but it's amazing the difference it makes. You can see the energy centers are all in alignment. The lines are almost straight to the right. And here it is in a chart. It was negative 0.3 on the left and negative 0.35 on the right. You can see the blue line and the red line are not even close together on the right-hand side. And this is all, again, about the organ systems of the body. And then we use the intention disc, and it went to just a 0 on the left from negative 0.32. And then it went to a negative 13 from a negative 0.43. And here again, this is the tiger's eye. The energy centers of the body are, 2 of them are completely out of the body. And then you can see that, again, the way the lines are up and down on the energy and the coherence. And then we put the tiger's eye on, and one of them came back into the body, one of them came out a little bit, but we still, made a difference and brought the line closer to level on the right-hand side. So this person is quite a bit out of balance. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to really come back into balance. The tiger's eye here, same person. So you can see how far the blue line is away from the red line and how jagged they are. And they need to be, to be healthy, they'd be in the middle of the green area. And so again, this is before, and then this is after. So made a big difference, but there's more difference to be made. So that's why we have it independent. You use the laser, you use the lotions, all of them have frequencies added to help raise your vibration for healing, self-healing. The hematite pendant, again, one of them's out of the body completely. The other, 5 are pretty good, but one of them's off to the left, one's off to the right. Again, you can see the unlevelness of the graph on the right. And so we put the pendant on, and then you can see that the top 3, 7, 6, and 5 are in, and 1 are in perfect alignment and full size. The other 3 in the middle are not, but you can see it's leveled out the bar considerably. So they're on the right path. And again, the longer you wear it, the more it's going to bring your body into balance. So this is, again, the red and blue lines for the organ systems. And this is before, and this is after. So, okay. All right, let's see if we have any questions.
Yes, first question. How can we find a good balance to get our bodies in balance?
Some quiet time, and really start looking at what you're doing, how you're being. It's a lifestyle change. There's no simple fast fix for it. If you start breathing deeper, drinking more, making sure you stay hydrated, eating more foods closer to the way they were created, and then watch your own thoughts. Our self-talk is actually one of our worst enemies. Our self-talk. We're either talking ourselves into vibrating higher or talking ourselves into vibrating lower. And so, that's how. And then, like I say, you can use our tools. Everything I've talked about here, you can do with your mind if you can control your mind. But most people can't. Most people are unconscious most of the time, and you can only change when you're conscious. And so you have to get conscious and stay conscious long enough to start, writing things out, write out how you want to be, the goals you want to have, where you want to, live and stuff like that. Start thinking forward, take the rearview mirror out and let the past go. It has no value to you unless you want to go back there. So you're going to go where you're looking. If you're looking forward at what you want, okay, then that's where you'll move toward. If you're looking backward at what you don't want, the universe doesn't have a picture for the word don't. And so you're going to get more of what you say you don't want. It's just really that simple. And then, okay. So the next question is, do you have a website that has a calendar of events where we can see where a place demonstrate? No, we don't. No, all we can do is, give me a call, send me an email or text, and let me know where you are, and I'll see if there's anybody close, or let you know where the nearest expo is going to be, where I'll be, and stuff like that. And because the demonstration is the best way to go. And like I said, we can work on you remotely too, as far as that goes. I did the call to Australia. She got relief in like 5 minutes, 6 minutes from a back pain, and she went ahead and got the package with all 3 lasers and the ionizer and frequency disc and a bunch of stuff. So does the laser recharge or run on batteries? It's 2 AAA batteries. Do dependents do different things? Good question. The pendants, the 3 different stones have their own frequencies that help the human body. And then we've added the parasympathetic frequencies into all 3 stones. So they differ in the frequencies of the stone itself. And we've cleared the incoherent frequencies out of the stone matrix before we put the coherent frequencies in, and then it's hermetically sealed for life. So you don't have to wash it, you don't have to clean it, you want to, but I mean, you don't have to set it out in the sun, recharge it or anything like that, like you do with crystals and stuff. What can the different pendants do for us? The different pendants, I've got a cheat sheet on that, which I could email you. The basic pendant, the hematite basic pendant, absorbs negative energy, calms in a time of stress and worry, stimulates concentration and focus, enhances memory and original thought, and it's good for the root chakra. The opalite pendant reduces fatigue, balances mood swing, and purifies the blood. Good for removing blockages of the meridians and chakras, induces a peaceful atmosphere, enhances sexual experience and encourages sexual prowess, improves communication on all levels, especially the spiritual level, and assists in transitions. The tiger's eye stimulates taking action and helps to make decisions with discernment and understanding, helps release fear and anxiety, and aids in harmony and balance. That's a short list, okay? Because anytime you take the body out of fight or flight into relax and heal, you're going to accomplish a lot more, better microcirculation and everything. The next question, if you bought a pendant years ago, do you have to send it back to get the upgrade? No, you don't. No, it's all upgraded at the same time. The ones that have already been sold and the ones that haven't been sold. Anytime there's an upgrade, everybody gets the upgrade. And again, it's done through 0 point technology or energy and the quantum field and the morphogenic field. Can't say as I exactly know how it's done, but I know there's no electricity and it's done remotely, just like when I worked on the lady in Australia or England or California, etc. So, any other questions? I see it here. Can or should you wear all pendants at the same time? There are times I do. I kind of test myself using kinesiology. Kinesiology is muscle testing. It's very scientific. The body cannot lie. It'll always tell the truth when you learn how to ask it the proper questions. And so I just checked last week. I was using one of our stellar pendants. And so I checked in. Is it time for me to wear a different pendant? And I got a yes. And so, then I just check which pendant do I want to start wearing now. And there's times I've had 2 and 3 pendants on, so because that's what I needed at the time. So next is is there a study guide that comes with the purchase of the product? Everything's available on the internet, on our website. When you go to Red Laser Guy or revitalazer.com, under shop, when you go to a product and click on that product, there'll be videos there of Rick, the CEO, explaining what's in it, how it works, what the benefits are, testimonials. Everything is there. And then you can go to my YouTube channel. It's like I wear glasses for 52 years. I don't wear glasses anymore. And so I've got a video showing how I used it. Tom Dongo was 83 years old. He now reads fine print with no glasses. He did a video for me showing how he used it in his eyes. So, and then I've got scientific videos there too. So just, youtube.com/@the-red-laser-guy. So any other questions? Study. You do get a technical data sheet with the products, but the videos are so much more informative as to, what each, like especially in our lotions and stuff, all of our skincare is toxic free and edible. And part of it's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial on top of that. And 3 of the products actually transdermally or vibrodermally send nutrition into your body. It's like we have a Replenish Love product that has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. And if you use it as a deodorant, it automatically in 26 seconds, you get all that nutrition into your blood in 26 seconds. You can use it anywhere on the body, but it's a toxic-free deodorant that's good for 24 to 72 hours. And also put it in your navel and around your navel, the bottom of your feet. All of that's explained also. But our skincare, face and body lotion has vitamins and minerals in it. It's pretty amazing what Rick's put together here. So him and his team. So, okay. Are we out of time?
Yes, we are out of time.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. And, this will be up on the website, where we're, talk4media.com. And, for a replay. And then if you have any questions, just give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. And so take care, have fun, and bye for now.